Spring of 1918, the German High Command launched a desperate attack against France. The Allies soon worked out terms for peace with Germany and for the creation of the Peacekeeping League of Nations. By September, British, French, and American armies were advancing steadily on all fronts. In a panicky General Ludendorff realized that Germany had lost. In the late 1918s, Germany likewise experienced a dramatic revolution that resembled the Russian Revolution of 1917. The great majority of the Marxist politicians in the South Democratic Party were not revolutionaries and were really moderate. Democrats quickly came to terms with the army and big business, which helped prevent Germany from reaching total collapse. In January 1919, they came up with a peace accord called the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles is a peace settlement that ended the war between Germany and Allied powers. Wilson's 1919 peace proposal calling for diplomacy which led to the League of Nations. The League of Nations was designed to protect the member states from aggression. There was a great change on what the Ottoman Empire would bring to the Middle East. In short, the Ottoman Empire was broken. Britain and France expanded their power, making the Arab nationalists feel cheated. After Arab revolts against the Ottoman Turks stopped, the British and French decided to honor a secret wartime agreement to divide the Ottoman lands rather than keeping the vague promises made to the Arab kingdom. In November 1917, the Balfour Declaration was written. The French attacked Syria in July 1920, so the Arab government fled and the French took over. Britain and French imposed harsher terms on the deflated Turks. In 1923, the Treaty of Lausanne recognized a truly independent Turk and elected a president. He declared a revolutionary separation of church and state, and women received rights. World War I broke empires and inspired revolutions, and changed national borders. On a whole scale, it also had immense human cost, and the ordinary people in the combatant nations struggled to deal with its legacy in the years that followed. The vast number of violent deaths and the scope of trench warfare made profit bearers difficult, if not impossible. Soldiers were typically buried where they fell. By 1918, there were thousands of cemeteries. The victims of the First World War included many widows. Nearly 10% of German civilians were direct victims of the war, and taking care of them was one of the most difficult problems faced by the new German government.